Alright, welcome back everybody. So sorry we got a very, very delayed stream because we had updates we had to do. But we're here, we're working on Island 4, which is our radio island, and we are trying to incorporate everything we need. So where we're at now, we need our power source, right? We had some sort of cool suggestions. We were thinking about using this river to power our companion. We still need some way to harness that power, right? We need some way to make that power into some like a battery or generator or something. So I imagine we're gonna have to build that somehow, right?
Yes. What if you grab like a turbine from the plane and then put it in the river and it spins the turbine? There's like a
Okay. I can see that. Okay, let's do that. We need to write down turbine now. Under next to power source, we need to mark it power source. We need to put like turbine next to that, and we'll put this turbine in with the plane. Because this island's gonna be, man. I'm realizing that each island that we're making is progressively getting more and more interesting and more puzzle heavy. So whoever starts like on 4 or on 5 are gonna have a way better time than whoever starts on 1.
We can go back and modify those.
No, we will. Okay, so we have a full turbine. We're gonna use that turbine. We're gonna place it in the water to power it somehow. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. That's good. Okay, and then so we're gonna use that turbine to power our guy. I know we need a microphone, right? That's all we need. It's just the input, some input device. Hello. So what do you guys think? Should we just have like some microphone that we find somewhere?
I don't see how you're gonna make it.
What's that?
I don't see how we're gonna make it,
How we're gonna make a microphone?
Yeah, like versus just finding it. Is that what you mean?
Oh yeah, I agree. But where should we find that? Should that be, maybe we can find it here, or maybe
Old abandoned music shop.
we could totally put an old music shop in there, and you come across a guitar, and you just pick it up and you can play guitar or something. That'd be cool. I mean, we have nothing here, and maybe here we can put an old abandoned music shop that's kind of overrun, and like kind of got some. It looks like it's just been an old music shop that's just been sitting in the forest for like the last 20 years, and growth has gone around. What do you guys think?
Sure.
All right, I like that. I like that idea a lot. I just want to be able to make a guitar. I think that'd be cool. Okay. So we're gonna have this little music shop. All right. Do we need anything else for this island?
You got plenty of stuff, I think.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on. This will be a good island. I'm excited for us to start developing this.
But now, what's the radio actually going to do? We need to talk about what the radio is actually, how the radio is actually going to get us off the little island and onto the big island?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to get this radio, and we're going to not be able to get service, like we're not going to be able to get signal anywhere until you go up onto this mountain, right? And you get up on this mountain, and then you use that signal. And then if you don't have this is what I was thinking. I mean, this is an idea. If you don't have the flare, then you signal somebody, and you're like, hey, I need help off this island. Is there anyone there to get me? And you contact someone on the big island who's like, oh yeah, we can send like a ship across or whatever. We need to know your location. And then you're like, oh, I don't have any way of, or like, do we need to know your location? Do you have a flare or something like that? And then if you don't have it, you're like, no, I don't. But if you do have it, then you're like, yeah, I do have it. And then you'll shoot the flare off in the sky, and then the boat will come and get you and bring you over. That's what I was thinking. I mean, what do you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, should we move on to Island 5? Okay. What is Island 5?
Bridge.
What's that?
Bridge.
Oh yeah, we're gonna build a bridge, or fix a bridge that's already in existence. Okay, so let's say Big Island's over here. And we'll put Island 5. Maybe like over here or something. That might be a little too big. Definitely, it's gonna have to be long enough to where you can't get across by swimming. Or maybe it's a drawbridge and both sides are up currently.
Or alleys.
Something like that.
Or you could have the side that's on the big island could be down, but your side is up, because
Oh yeah,
if you're able to fix our side, how are you going to fix that side?
good point. unless they're connected somehow. But yeah.
Oh yeah. And that could be the case.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. It would make more sense if it was like that. Okay, that does not look like it, but that's okay. Put bridge. Alright, Island 5. Let's try and do this before we run out of time. Okay, so what are the pieces that we need to find on Island 5? Actually, wait, let's start. Where are we going to start on Island 5? Where's our plane going to crash? Where's our hero going to start at?
We need to start close to the bridge.
You think close to the bridge would be good?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we could even have crashed into the bridge. Maybe that's what caused this break at the beginning.
It won't be like a
Oops.
broken.
Okay, so what if we just started? Yeah, this would be cool. Maybe this will be the only island that you actually start on where you start corner closest to the big island, right? So we start like right here. Right? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay. So start here. Got a checkpoint there. Alright. Now where should we put stuff? Where's our plane gonna be at? Where'd our plane crash at? Near us?
Probably near.
Okay. Maybe just next part along right here.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. That looks like a torpedo. What a guy. Okay. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Because it's all on fire and it's all burning and everything. And there's smoke. Okay. Now what are we gonna do with that plane? What should be on the plane? What all do we need to find to fix the bridge?
Oh, blueprints first.
Yes, good call. Blueprints. Where are we gonna find the blueprints at?
Next to the bridge? Yeah.
I like that. Maybe there's like a little like bridge operator booth
Mhm.
here, right? And inside there, you'll find
Nice.
that doesn't even look like an operator booth. Okay, so we got this little thing here. That's where we find blueprints. All right, what else do we need?
Maybe some like gears to get it to work.
Well, I just mean off of the stuff that we have written down so far, because we had, was gears written on there? It may have been. I don't know.
remember. I've done it right.
Generator handle plane debris removal and additional planes.
Okay, I don't know about plane debris removal. We might just scrap that. It's kind of a weird one to have. But we definitely could say gears, and we could also we could use like the engine turbines as gears in some way. So I'll put that down there. I'll put gears. We should probably update our thing too. We'll have gears. What else do we want to find to fix a bridge? Definitely need gears. We're gonna need some form of power source, or maybe the power source is still existent. It's still existent there, but
Maybe it needs fuel.
yeah, maybe we need to like jolt it on somehow.
Or maybe it's like, that could be a puzzle, like the wires are broken, you have to put it back together.
Or it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. And then you need to energize it,
Maybe that's just how you get the power then. It's just you have to do the wire puzzle.
maybe.
I'll put that for now. We'll also have puzzle. What else is our island gonna have? It's gotta have some more than just that, though, right? We could have a big, maybe like a lookout or something. What do you guys think?
Sorry, what was that?
Okay, so we got these gears from the plane. We're gonna take these gears, we're gonna put them in here somehow. We're gonna fix the wiring to get the energy back on. But we're gonna find these blueprints are gonna be for the bridge, right? You know, maybe initially it'll have some stuff in there already, unlike all the other blueprints. Okay, yeah, so again, let's reiterate on our whole blueprint idea. We're gonna get a blueprint. We're gonna go into some screen. And that screen's gonna be what we are able to build, and then we're gonna have like a drop-down menu onto what we want to build. And then we'll have bridge will just be one of those once we find the blueprint. And we'll click on that, maybe it'll be like a half-built bridge already, and then just some parts that are missing that we had to fix. We have to place in there. So, what else should we put in there besides our gears? What else is on there? What else is on our list again?
Handle additional planks.
Okay, crank handle, that'd be good. Where would we find that? What else do you think we should be on this island? Should we have some woods? Do you think? Maybe we could have like a cool shop like we had on the other island. I like that idea.
A lake.
Okay, lake. That's cool. I like that.
There's like a fishing hut,
Okay.
and you can salvage in there.
Can you go fishing inside of that lake?
Be awesome. But you probably wouldn't catch anything worthwhile.
I think you can. Alright, that's our lake.
You can use the fish bones for lockpicks.
You said you need lockpicks. I'm just kidding.
You said you don't need lock.
That was kind of an idea we were toying with, right? It's getting trapped in a hut. Okay, it's fish hut.
Oh, there's a question. Are we going to make this in an Unreal Engine?
No, Unity 3D. Yeah. Okay, so we got a little fish hut. Maybe that's where we find our crank. Maybe it's like a big hook. We can turn that hook into a handle in some form or fashion. Crank handle.
Like you can use the, what do you call it? The lever on the fishing rod. You got the.
Oh yeah, we can stuff like that.
needle or something.
It's like you got this huge bridge going down. That'd be funny. Okay, what else do you guys want to do for this island? It's so bare right now. All of our other islands were great.
Ugh.
Except this one does have a lake, which is pretty cool.
You can make that, like, yeah. Could you catch fish in the lake?
I think we should allow that. I think we should make some form of like just how we'll go and you can like get a guitar or something. Maybe on this island you can get a fishing pole. Something like that. Okay, what else should we have on here though? Maybe have what else do we need? What else do we need to get this bridge down?
If we use the generator, we could maybe need to find fuel and maybe a gas pump in the corner or something like that.
Maybe what?
Like an old gas pump.
Okay.
I don't know.
Underground bunker that had supplies.
Well, we could put in like a gas station,
Gas station.
and then that gas station you could just have gas that we could access. Or maybe we could find like a fishing boat somewhere in the fish hut. Maybe that has some gas in it. Well, what do you guys think?
How would you get the gas? Do you need like a bucket? Or can your companion hold the gas?
I was thinking you'd have some kind of container.
Maybe you're like yourself, like how we talk about you hold water.
Yeah, maybe. You could maybe suck up gas.
And your style.
Guy gets all
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah, little things out, a little whiskey.
All right, so we have